Welcome, Assassins, to another video to the channel at Historic Assassin. Today we're going to be reviewing the Ezio collection. The breakdown for this collection is going to involve narrative protagonist segments. Narrative is about Ezio Auditore da Firenze, who is a Florentine assassin in the 15th century. Our protagonist for this story is Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Starting at his life at age 17, he sees the death of his father, Giovanni Auditore, and his brothers. He grows to be a skilled, deadly assassin, accompanied with also humor, but deadly. He grows through the ranks, taught by his uncle Mario, and defeating the Templars bit by bit in the Italian Renaissance. Over the course of 4 decades, nearly, of his life, he is devoted to the creed that was set by Altair and Bayek of Siwa. The next segment is Assassinations, Combat, and Weapons. This game consists of a variety of weapons, from chincladeas to swords such as the sword of Altair, to dual hidden blades, to poison darts, many weapons that allow you to fight against the Borgia. Parkour mechanics have been improved since the first installment under Altair in Assassin's Creed 1, with many running animations, many vaulting animations, not to mention if you combine air assassinations that look very neat and very honed to its time. Finishers for combat, it is truly an amazing game to play. I highly recommend it. Not to mention the insane, brutal finishers that are dealt with in this series. The setting and the score by Jesper Kid, and hearing this amazing piece of music being played throughout Florence, Firenze, through Venezia, Monteregione, makes you feel truly immersed into the game, not to mention all the fantastic landmarks such as the Basilica of St. Mark in Venice, the Doge Palace in Venice, the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore in Firenze. It's just truly amazing climbing these landmarks and getting accustomed to the feeling as if you're in the Renaissance. The side missions, the assassination contracts, and the unlockables are also a good time to play in this game. They let you have fun. They like the rooftop races, they let you challenge your skill at parkour. The assassination contracts provide you a stealth opportunity, something that Assassin's Creed 1 had, but AC2 just made it so much better. The characters, for example, Machiavelli, for example, Mario Auditore, all the interactions that you have for side objectives, whether it's renovating Monteregione, whether it's doing assassination contracts, even collecting feathers, help you unlock like the Auditore cape, which help you in a good aesthetic for the game itself. My overall verdict for this game, Assassin's Creed 2, is 10 out of 10. It is truly an amazing game. It has an amazing protagonist, Ezio Auditore, spanning his life of 3 decades, growing to become a skillful, deadly assassin throughout Renaissance Italy. It has an amazing score by Jesper Kid, and a truly immersive world filled with landmarks, filled with amazing views, and gameplay mechanics. I highly recommend this. In the next chapter of Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. This is the first sequel in the series, of which it continues the story of Ezio Auditore. This time after the final battle between Ezio and Rodrigo Borgia, Ezio spared his life. It directly continues from that moment of him not killing Rodrigo and moving on to Monteregione with his uncle Mario. This in turn has consequences. Cesare Borgia, the son of Rodrigo, attacks the villa and completely devastates the assassins. Mario Auditore dies, and Ezio is almost back to square one where he was in AC2. But things are different this time. He gathers his allies and reinforces himself and builds a brotherhood in Roma, getting rid of all of the Borgia's influence. Gameplay mechanics in this game are similar to AC2, but are very much honed. They're sharpened. For example, the combat. You have the counter kill, of which you can finish off enemies sequentially, one after the other, after the first kill. You have combinations, for example, using the hidden pistol and sword as a finisher. Your weapons, such as the poison darts, have been upgraded. You get a crossbow. In addition, there are additional gameplay mechanics, such as... My favorite mechanic in Brotherhood is the Brotherhood mechanic, where you can recruit assassins and level them up to level 10 and use them at any moment in the game. The next thing that I wanted to cover is music and setting. The setting is truly amazing. Just like AC2, Roma makes you feel so immersed. From the Castello of Sant'Angelo to the Basilica of San Pietro to Roma herself, through seeing the whole history of the Renaissance and past events, such as the Roman Empire, through the ruins. Kids' music is truly amazing. For example, The City of Rome is such a great composition. The tracks such as The City of Rome or The Echoes of the Roman Ruins really allow you to be in that city at that time. It is truly an amazing game itself. My overall verdict for this game, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, is again 10 out of 10, just like AC2, because you get to see Ezio grow, build the Brotherhood, and take over the Templar control, completely destroying the Templars and allowing the Assassins to flourish. Out of the entire collection, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is one of my favorites, hence because of all the gameplay mechanics, the storyline, and the setting. Assassin's Creed Revelations is the next segment that I wanted to focus on. In the Ezio collection, this is the journey where Ezio takes to Istanbul, to Masyaf, to look for the 5 keys of Altair, to complete his father's legacy. He confronts the Byzantine Templars and the internal struggle that is built within Istanbul. In addition, when finding the keys, he unlocks the memories of Altair ibn Lahad. We see the memories of Altair spanning from when he was at the age of 24 to after the death of Al-Mualim and the power struggle between Altair and Abbas for the Apple of Eden. The Apple of Eden played a critical role in Altair's story, learning from the past, the future, and all the events that would lead up to Altair overthrowing Abbas and sealing the apple. In the 16th century, as Ezio is making his travels throughout Istanbul, he is again rebuilding the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood in Constantinople is not as weak as in Roma, but needs reconstruction. He is working aside with Yusuf Tazim in rebuilding the Brotherhood with the control of the assassin dens. These assassin dens consist of a mini game where you are defending the den itself through adding assassin archers, assassins, commanders off of the rooftops and defending your den. These dens also, if they are not well defended, they will be taken down by Templar control and you would have to regain them. These side activities with the dens also consist of having master assassin missions that will help you get 100% synchronization. Aside from that, Ezio has a love interest by the name of Sophia, which really expands on the story and how his life has gone through. He expands on his quest with Sophia, and towards the end, they both meet up at Masyaf. He explains the tenets of the creed and his purpose, and that in reality, he has enjoyed. We see Ezio step down from the creed by understanding Altair's memories, of which he steps down and wants to retire from the creed itself. This is seen in the last final sequences of the game itself. Overall, I find the narrative amazing, just as AC2 and AC Brotherhood, whereas we see Ezio grow and his story is coming to a conclusion. In terms of side content, Assassin's Creed Revelations does offer a lot of side content. From the assassination dens to the scaling of Istanbul, finding collectibles, to doing weapon upgrades through supporting the city of Istanbul by making renovations with the blacksmiths, with the shopkeepers, and with the banks. In addition, with the assassin dens having missions that are labeled as master assassin missions for each recruit, they allow you to expand the story further of each assassin den in the region and allow each assassin recruit to expand their influence throughout Istanbul. Also, having Ezio involve his advice from his past adventures. The gameplay mechanics that are offered in Assassin's Creed Revelations evolve from Brotherhood. Yes, it does have the same combat system where it has the counter kill and it has the similar animations from Brotherhood, such as the sword combat with the hidden pistol combat. But in addition, the use of the hook blade, it allows you to traverse the city in a very much quick manner, and also it provides an additional form of combat where you can roll over your enemies. Other aspects that are involved in Revelations are the bomb system, where you can be able to craft different types of bombs to fight against your enemies, whether it be for a distraction or it be for a fighting sequence that would occur. I really do enjoy the weapon system in Revelations. It really did evolve from Brotherhood. Next segment that I wanted to discuss about in review of Revelations is music. The composers Jesper Kyd and Lauren Balfe made almost 3 hours of music in this game. This game consisted of one of the best tracks, such as Enough for One Life, The Road to Masyaf, for example, or The Crossroads of the World, where it shows emotion. It adds to this. As we can see in the scene above us, that is with Altair having his last conversation with Darim, his son, the music really emphasizes and gets you feeling for Altair, that he is on the verge of his last moments on the earth at the age of 90. It is truly, I give it a 10 out of 10 in terms of music. Here's a segment from Revelations towards the end of the final sequences where Altair is placing the apple back, hiding it away from the Templars, and spending his last moments. That scene, every time I hear it, no matter how many times, it always gives me goosebumps. It is just so amazingly choreographed, especially the music really hits in and gives you chills down your spine. It is amazing. It's breathtaking, I could say. My overall verdict for Revelations is, again, just like Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood is 10 out of 10. The story really gives the culmination of Ezio's story, of him spending his final moments as an assassin and understanding the wisdom that was given down by Altair through his memories. It helps him gain a greater understanding of what the creed truly is. It also ends both stories of Ezio and Altair simultaneously. Truly, this game is a masterpiece. This collection in general is a masterpiece, and I give this entire collection a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend anyone that wants to start the Assassin's Creed franchise to start with this collection itself. If not, I highly recommend you getting this collection if you've played other titles. It is amazing. It is a masterpiece. For more reviews and content like this, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will be posting videos every week and polls every week for voting. Again, don't forget to subscribe at Historic Assassin.